And now we are in the final part of our spinach program, theory program. And actually this is, I can say the last part, but it is the most important part. Because if mathematics doesn't work out here at the gross margin, then there will be no need for you to put your time, put your labor, put your resources into spinach production. If the mathematics here doesn't make sense. And therefore, when you are looking at this section, we are going to look at what we are going to bring in. That is the input that you are going to have. And therefore, when you are looking at this section, we are looking at plowing to give you around $20 US dollars. DAP to represent the phosphatic fertilizer, the starting fertilizer, around $35. The manure, here we are looking at manuring for 6 months. And remember, when you are looking at the gross margin, we'll be looking at 6 months. 6 months of harvest. And therefore, manure, you have the manure like a ton. A ton is like $70. That is 1 ton during planting, then 1 ton after 3 months, another ton at 6 months. And therefore, or maybe a ton at 2 months and another ton at 4 months. Basically, around 3 tons at $210. Then the seeds, $20. Plowing labor, planting labor, that is $20. Electricity for the 6 months, around $60. And then we have the chemicals at around $200. Weeding, and here we are looking at weeding once a month, and we are looking at $120 per month, around $20 per weeding, around $20, so that by 6 comes to $120. CN to represent the nitrogenous fertilizer for the entire 6 months, and we are talking about $60. Then water pump, initially you have to buy water pump and the pumps and the pipes for irrigation, if you are going to do irrigation. And if you are not going to do irrigation, this rain fed, of course, this cost will not be there. And therefore, that is, if you have to buy a water pump, that will be $200 buying a water pump, and $50 for the pipes. And then we have a total of $995 US dollars. Let's say, suppose maybe we add miscellaneous. If you add maybe miscellaneous cost of around $5, and then total, then you are going to have around 1,000 US dollars as a cost. And that is for 1 acre. And therefore, for a quarter of an acre. Then for 1 acre, maybe we do times 4, then you find this will be 4,000 US dollars. And now we are going to look at the gross margin for the same section, quarter of an acre. We are going to look at the output. How much are you earning, so that you can go to less the costs, and then you are going to see your net margin. And here we are looking at the harvest, and one harvest will be done 10 days. And one harvest after 10 days, we are going to get 2,000 bunches. And I said here, most of the local market, the spinach is sold in bunches. You may find some which are sold in kg, but the mathematics we are going to work here is still going to work the same. And 2,000 bunches, you may find we have others who may get to 2,500, even 3,000, depending on maybe the fertility level and the management. But on average, we are going to take 2,000 bunches. And for the 2,000 bunches, that is 1 month. Sorry, that is not 1 month, but that is after 10 days. So 1 month will be 3 harvests, and that will be 2,000 times 3, and that is 6,000 bunches. And I said a bunch is usually around 10 to 15. It could be 5, but maybe around 10 to 15 leaves of bunches. And we are looking at now the gross margin. You find 1 bunch on average goes for 0.1 US dollars. And you find apart from 0.1, you may find it may go even 0.2, even 0.3, depending on the supply. When maybe the supply is very little, then you are going to find that the gross margin is going to, the cost per bunch is going to be maybe 0.2 or 0.3, depending on the supply in the market. And hence, when we are looking at this section, we are going to look at the lowest, 0.1, so that we can be able to work out our margins. And therefore, we look at how much money or the gross margin for the 1 month, and that we are going to look at the gross margin for 1 month, and that is 6,000 multiplied by 0.1, and here we are going to see US dollars 600. So that is the gross margin for 1 month. Of course, for 6 months, we multiply by 6, and we are going to get US dollars 3,600. 3,600, that is once you sell all these at 0.1 of a dollar, you get 3,600 as a gross margin. And then we are going to look to less the input, and the input was US dollars 1,000. And then you look at the net profit, which will be 2,600. Let's say even on the other side, there are other charges that came in. Maybe you incurred transport and stuff like those. And we are looking at maybe on the lower side, we look at 2,500 US dollars. And therefore, for an acre, multiply by 4, because this is for a quarter of an acre, and we are looking at a net profit of USD 10,000 US dollars when we look at a full acre. And therefore, when you look at this mathematics, in an acre, you're going to get a net profit of 10,000. And in quarter of an acre, you're going to get a net profit of around 2,500. And this is the minimum because the cost may go up. You may find that you are doing irrigation and you find that the cost per bunch may go up. And therefore, you may find that you have more margin. Instead of 2,000 bunches, you may find you are getting over 2,000 bunches, and therefore your cost will still go up. And therefore, as you have seen, spinach crop is profitable, and the beauty with it is once you start harvesting, you have a longer period of harvest, around 6 months, which means the prices may improve, and you have a constant income. And therefore, spinach crop is a crop that can give you a constant income, because we are doing harvesting every 10 days. Every 10 days you are in the market. And therefore, you can have maybe side by side, such that by the time 6 months are over, you have managed your crop very, very well. You can even extend beyond 6 months. You can even find that you have maybe a quarter of an acre. You have another quarter of an acre that you're establishing, so that once this is done, you have another quarter you are harvesting, so that your production continues. And therefore, using by this month, we have seen you can comfortably decide that the spinach crop is a crop that you are going to harvest and to plant, and is a crop that is going to give you, as an agripreneur, it's going to give you value for money. The spinach crop is going to be a crop that is going to fulfill your financial target, and therefore it is a crop that I can advise all to use. And you can be able to see, you can start even have an acre, even quarter of an acre, even an eighth. You can even do that planting depending on the size of land that you have, and definitely it is a plant that will be able to give you value for money.